Good morning, Andre. Welcome to Coffee with Grant Online.
Good morning, Grant.
Andre, please introduce yourself and your current occupation.
Grant, I'm a clinical psychologist from Riverview Hospital. We are a psychiatric hospital, and I'm the head psychologist at this facility.
Tell us more about Riverview Manor.
Riverview Manor is a private psychiatric clinic in Underberg in the Midlands area. It's in a beautiful setting where we help people to deal with psychological and psychiatric issues. We have a psychiatrist, 4 psychologists, 2 occupational therapists, a complement of nursing staff. We outsource a dietitian, and we also have other people that come in and do a variety of workshops to assist us.
Andre, when was Riverview Manor actually established?
Grant, Riverview was established in 1999 by Mr. Vernon Goss. What has happened is Mr. Goss had himself been admitted to a facility when he was struggling with alcohol. And he benefited so much from this facility, he felt that he wanted to give something back to the community and start something similar in Natal. So it was his brainchild. He decided then to buy Riverview Country Hospital and have it registered as both a rehab and as a psychiatric facility.
Andre, you are based at Riverview Manor, but there is also an establishment in Durban, which is a brand new establishment called Choose Life Specialist Recovery Centre. Do you want to fill us in a little bit about that?
Yeah, a few years ago, Riverview saw the need to have a sister unit in Durban, and the idea was to have a step down. But since then, Choose Life has actually grown to a recovery centre in its own right. Choose Life has been registered as a recovery centre, and we've been making use of ex-clients and clinical staff that work together in assisting people in the Durban region. So even though Riverview is a psychiatric hospital, or a psychiatric clinic to be more specific, that also deals with substances, the primary function of Choose Life is addiction. So that would be things like gambling, sex addiction, substances like alcohol, cocaine, over-the-counter medication, prescribed medication, and a whole host of other related addiction or abuse problems.
In a situation where a person needs to get hold of an organization like yourselves, would they need to go through a doctor, or can they come directly to you?
They can either be referred by a psychiatrist, psychologist, or GP, or they can contact us directly and we can assist the person. So depending on the nature of the problem. So if somebody wants to come to Riverview for the treatment of, let's say, an anxiety condition or depression, they can come directly to us. But if there is some kind of deeper psychiatric problem that the person has been seeing a psychiatrist for a while, a referral letter and an assessment would be a good idea. It is possible, however, just to find our contact details on the internet, to contact us and to actually find out whether you can come to us directly or whether a referral letter is required from your GP. When it comes to substance abuse, Choose Life is open for anybody that wants to deal with their problem by going there for inpatient treatment. So they can actually just look on the internet, find their contact details, and phone them and make arrangements. Both our facility and Choose Life uses medical aid rates. So it is possible, if you have a hospital plan or medical aid, to get 21 days from your medical aid or your hospital plan.
What is your typical patient? Is there a typical patient?
Our clientele includes a wide variety of people. professionals such as lawyers, doctors, and business executives, to housewives, people going through grief, people that have been retrenched, people that struggle with anxiety and depression. It is not what you would imagine. It is quite a wide scope of people. And we often find that people expect when they come here to find others that behave in a weird manner, and it's not like that at all. We are talking about regular people just like you and me that are going through a tough time because they're struggling with either depression, anxiety, or some associated condition. We have a program. The program is from Monday to Friday. It's an inpatient treatment. We help people to be stabilized on their medication. We help people with psychotherapy. They also attend psychoeducational lectures that assist them to find coping strategies and skills that they can employ in their daily life. We also help them to form relationships. So we have very much a family kind of setup here where fellow clients support and encourage one another. So I think that is the main focus of Riverview, is to help people to recover and get better from their psychological and psychiatric conditions that might sprout from either their occupation or family dynamics or psychiatric conditions like depression, anxiety, PTSD, and a whole host of other things.
How effective is the treatment given to people who come to Riverview and Choose Life?
Grant, I believe it's a very effective treatment because we have an opportunity to see people's behavior and we work with them in a setting away from home and away from their job. That gives them an opportunity to focus on themselves and to build up a certain amount of coping strategies. So the first thing we look at is usually the biological entity, in other words, medication, helping people to be on the right medication. The second thing that we look at is the environment. We help the person to take stock of what kind of stresses and triggers there might be in the home environment. So we help them with doing an assessment and develop a aftercare plan and how to make changes in their life. The third thing is to look at what happens emotionally and psychologically. So they have an opportunity to talk to the psychologist, attend group therapy, attend these workshops, and discover what is really bothering them and how to deal with it effectively. So this forms a very good foundation for them to build on, so that when they leave here, they are already on their way to implementing these things in their life on a day-to-day basis. So I would say we have a very good success rate in doing that. And we usually get a lot of good positive feedback, not just from the families, but also from the professionals that refer the client.
All right, Andre, that sounds brilliant. So in closure, what is a key message that you'd like to give to people who are struggling with mental health conditions, addiction issues, and things like that?
I think the important thing is to get help. Don't wait. Speak to a loved one. Speak to a professional. Make a decision that you want to choose life and that you want to make a change for the better.
Andre, I think that's brilliant advice. So thank you for joining me on Coffee with Grant Online.
Thank you so much, Grant. Much appreciated.